Alright.
You been able to do any flying?
No, I haven't been able to do any flying yet. What? Can you hear that? You can't hear
No.
that.
I can't hear that.
Why is it all of a sudden not wanting to play?
Is it playing?
Oh, it probably is.
Gah. Just snorting up a storm. Gah.
Let me turn the volume up on there.
Where's my... There it is.
That's the dumbest thing ever. Why isn't the music playing?
Well, why is it not showing up why is it not showing up under the audio mixer? Usually you have a third bar. Why is it not down there?
No. It's under desktop audio.
Oh, okay.
The problem is, why can I not hear it?
You did see that almost all the sheets are updated now, right?
No, I haven't looked at it.
Oh, you bastard.
Sorry.
I did that for all you guys. You know how hard it was to do that shit? Actually, it wasn't so bad, but I did try to make sure everything was updated. The only thing that's not updated is the installation sheet, but actually the installation sheet's not that bad. It really isn't. It's not that bad at all, actually. I think it's only mild things. Because the regiments are on there, the strike groups are on there, as opposed to, attack groups and airlift groups are on there. So it isn't
now
really
you just want to be dumb.
What did I do?
I'm talking about the thing.
Oh, what's it be?
Talking about the stinky music. We gonna start in a minute, folks. I promise.
The stanky music.
Stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. I promise. I promise. We gonna start in a minute. Pop out chat.
Yeah, it kind of helps to have the chat popped up.
Yeah, it does help to have the chat out. Because then I can do that. And you can still see what's going on.
Yeah,
I opened that back up. I did. Where is it at?
Drag it down, brother. Drag it down.
Close.
Let me get my wasps out.
There we go.
There we go. I hear it. PAW. What's PAW? Paper Aircraft Weekly. Oh, I can put it together. I am semi the king of acronyms.
So apparently I had to restart the program even though I was listening to it a minute ago.
And what kind of crap is that? Ah! I just threw it all down. An idiot. You can see. I got the goose. The goose is cool. I got it. I also got the key.
To what?
It's useless.
To what?
Look, it's not even keyed.
That's how you get into somebody's car right there.
Well, no, look, I got two of them. Because I'm trying to get into the key fob for the car, and they sent me two wrong ones twice in a row. And they don't want it back, so I can sell these.
Yeah, that's a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful thing. I even told him outright. It's like,
yo, what's going on?
Did you get it right yet?
Huh?
I can't reach.
You can't. You
can't get right. Oh! What is wrong with my hands?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Paper Aircraft Weekly. You know what? I didn't update the,
You didn't, did you?
the thing. You want to go in and do that, or you want me to go in and do it?
You go in and do that, because you need to get practice.
Oh, you killing me.
Well, you're supposed to have done it already.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Whatever. Oh, Oh yeah, paper clips.
Now I gotta switch accounts.
That could be number 2. Just put some paper clips up there.
What?
What?
Now I gotta go in and edit. Now,
How y'all doing,
today
folks? It's Dave here with Sil.
is 30.
We're coming at y'all with a new I would call this video issue episode.
What is it?
I'm proud to announce that all the sheets are relatively updated. Actually, I'm sorry. They are updated. The installation sheet is the only one that's a little bit behind, and it's barely behind.
There we go.
Taper Plains Robert there. We'll try to get you hooked up. We'll make sure that, like I said, we'll get you involved. I need to ask you about your planes and figure out where we got them and which one's coming in. OAE, if yours are, well, yours should be set up. Actually, you shouldn't have a problem unless you just want to add that reserve regiment. Mark over there hasn't moved for like the past 15 minutes, luckily, so we don't have 3 more new bases.
No, but 2020 is coming, and that is probably going to be the year of a new base. I will be surprised if it's not.
I think you should actually look for yourself, just like we did, a rocket launching facility. Would be kind of cool to add.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find, when we move, I'm trying to find a place that has land.
Yeah.
So
land is good.
Well, more than you know what I'm talking about, living in a condo or living in a townhome or yeah, that's pretty much all I've lived in since I've been here.
Right.
I haven't had a house. So we're trying to get a house with a yard of at least an acre when we move. So that'll be nice. That'll be able to fly. I can actually record and do everything right there and not have to go find somewhere.
This does sound like a plan.
I'd like 3 to 5 acres. That's what I really like. And it doesn't all have to be, flat, or what I'm saying, it's like yard, but I'd like at least like 2 acres of yard, you know what I'm saying? So I can have a decent size yard to fly in.
I still want to start. We still got to start the hobby.
Yeah, right? 3 acres. Oh, man, that would be great. That would be great.
Pardon me, guys. I'm dealing with SIDS over here, so I sound like I'm horrible. I don't mean to sound like I'm horrible, but somebody gave me something, and I'm really going to give it back to them later on. Bastard.
You going to show up and be like, hey.
Yeah,
shake
take
my
this
hand.
back.
Shake my hand. What in the world? You can't be doing that.
I can't be doing that.
But, yeah. What the hell you sent me that shit for?
I don't even know.
You're so funny. It popped up on the...
Boop.
So, as you can see, we're talking about tails.
We're going to discuss some tails. Yeah, because I'm in love with the tails.
Who doesn't love some tails?
I mean, we all love tails.
In one form or another. Whether you like the same tail or you like different tail. We all like tails.
So anyway, yeah. He likes tails. We get it. And for some odd reason, when I just started to taste like chlorine, I haven't been in swimming pool in like a year.
Yeah, that was waiting on you since the last time.
So yeah, Robert, sorry, just getting out. Like, I need to get a list from you about like where your base location is. I think we discussed your number and how many planes you got doing what, so we can get your squadrons established. And tails, tails. So, you got anything with tails over there, Mark?
I mean, this is a form. It's not really a tail. That one. Let me look at what else I got over here. I got a bunch of stuff over here.
He does have a bunch of stuff over there.
What else I got over here?
God,
What else I got over here?
Ashnaz is killing me.
Man, what else I got over here?
What else do you have over there?
Ain't nobody got time for this.
Ain't nobody got time for this disease either.
What?
I am diseased up.
What? I thought I had stuff over here. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Well, in any case, okay, so Mr. Tail over there is trying to find something. I've got 3 illustrations here.
What?
And this is kind of the basic stuff. Okay, maybe it's not so basic, but as long as you're not adding on, you're not really getting anything basic. So I just had these handy. I just show you like, okay, the most basic one you could do, like on the Diamond example, and this is on every Diamond, of course, is what we call the UFR, the upright fin from rudder, and that's like literally just flipping your rudder up. Probably the most common thing to do. You could do it this way where it's got the angle, but you can also cut it somewhere during the fuselage and then make it so that it like ends up kind of like this. This is a modified variant of the same thing. It's flipped up, cut,
Yeah.
but then it's split. So
This one's taking a beating, but here's another version of something.
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 Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
there
one's
you
taking
go.
a beating.
It's hard to tell what that was because it looks like it formed an arch or something like that. But whatever, we're good.
Yeah. This was Firecat.
Oh, it was Firecat. It didn't even look like it. I was just thought it was Vortex.
No,
Man.
it's Firecat.
Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, right. Because you were holding it down, so I couldn't see it first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yep, no, yeah.
But so the back of it was cut. I'm gonna. This is so bad.
It is freaking horrible. You know, has Taper like to say that? You know, if you had tape on it, it wouldn't look like that.
It wouldn't look like that. You know what? I could have avoided a lot of my damaged planes if it would just have tape on them.
That's right.
Yeah, see, yours is taking off right there. Mine's going like this.
Like a rock. Yeah. So anyway, so you got basic variant is this. Modifying it slightly is this because you can split it. You don't have to keep the fold in there. You keep the fold in there, just keeps the plane somewhat together. It doesn't really work too well. The plane still wants to expand from the nose out to the
So
back.
you're saying that's a 1 and a 2?
Well, these are 2 different planes, but yes. This is still developed from that. It's just completely split.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the same, like a newer version of the same plane.
Oh no, that's Banshee. That's Diamant. That's 2 totally different aircraft. And then you got Wasp over here, showing basically the thing that is never going to work on a Wasp. I'm going to probably burn this plane or retire it, like seriously, because this does not work. I may be able to take.
But you got to show them the phase, man. That's the whole reason. That's where it started.
Yeah,
Kind of.
but it's really
that's where the good one started.
Diamants lately, so you know.
That one is your more. I won't say more advanced because I mean it's. But it's
a little.
It's more realistic, I should say.
Yeah, it's a little hot rodder. This thing's pretty cool. Yeah, you're right. It's more realistic. I mean, I do have the Arstea here, which also shows another one, but this is basically what Banshee's wearing here. It's just more upright.
Yep.
And again, multiple ways. There is waterproof paper, but usually we call it plastic. I don't know about true waterproof paper, unless you want to make it out of dollar bills, because supposedly dollar bills are waterproof.
Well, to a degree, they are. Yeah. But they do lose. They do lose integrity over time. Because if you've ever seen some that have been washed and worn out They're like real thin, kind of soft, but the new ones are like kind of thick and crispy.
That's because they've been
You
laundered.
know, it's like chicken nuggets. You know, when you first get them, they're nice and crunchy and crispy, but when they've been sitting around a while, they're all
This is
kind of
so true.
soggy and rubbery.
I mean, you could reheat them and they still turn out soggy.
Yep.
There's just no way. Any fast food is like that. However it tastes and the texture of it, when you first get it, you can never hope to re-achieve if you have to reheat it at home. It never comes back the same way. You cook it the same way they did, you still ain't gonna get it right. Yeah. I see that. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing? I see that.
Sorry, I mean I'm having some technical difficulties over here.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
is.
know why.
We
This is
use
wanting
the
to
we
do
use the
this.
but I'm sorry, Robert, get back on that. Like we were using like plastic was our waterproof papering. So I mean it is waterproof paper would be really cool, but oh, on a side note, did you see that they came out with the world's tiniest video camera?
No.
It fits on the side. Like there's a picture of it, and it fits on a finger. It literally is only about the equivalent of 3 pixels big, perfect square. They're going to use it to like send in the bodies instead of the fiber op. They could like literally travel through veins intravenously. That just makes me happy because again we're that step closer to putting it on board these without having too much of a weight issue. Don't get me wrong, that's probably years down the road, and you can still get some pretty good cameras on these planes depending on their size and depending on their style, because they're, they're oh there's plenty of time for that. You ever want to see that? I want to scare everybody with a javelin flight. Oh no, that's no problem, Robert. We're just trying to keep you entertained. I
Oh
know that
yeah, yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
I know
Well,
that. Yeah, but I'm sorry. Like we were talking about, though, is we'll get you. I'll get you the list so you can. Well, I mean, if you see the sheets that I recently updated, I'm gonna say that again because I'm happy about it. But all the sheets have been updated. You see the sheets, and if you can slot in, like if you look at the IVPAC roll sheet, which is kind of a bigger one now, especially for everybody curious as to about what they do and what range they are and blah blah blah. That's all covered there. There's even examples for everybody in there.
right.
Missile's got his, KIA's got his, NASA's got theirs, mine
Say
are in there.
what? I ain't got nothing.
So, like, if you can, like, slot yours into what it does, and we'll get you hooked up. I mean, I've seen flights of your planes currently, but you know them better than I do. So,
I'm always curious as to what his range is on his planes.
oh, you mean like generally how far they go, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like as far as like strike distance, you know.
I know
Like
it's like you're right. Some of those ones, like he flies the one
can
at
they
the
get
front
out
porch.
there?
It goes out to the street, and then when he flies it back, it comes back and it hits like the house. Oh,
Yeah,
most of the videos he's got.
yeah. Which I get because he's trying to preserve, you know, where he's at. You know, he's trying
Right.
not to lose it. Um, but yeah, I know he's got the distance on the yard, but can it go like 3 yards? You know, can he do it like 3 times? Because
Well, I mean,
some of those flights where the planes hit the house, it looks like it's gonna climb, and it obviously just climbs and hits the house.
I see what and I know what you mean. Again, like I did a
So if
couple
he
of
had
videos
like a
he's got where
baseball field,
it's yeah, because it goes low and then it starts to pick back up.
right. I've seen a few of those, and I'm like, wait, man, come on, man, the house got me. I'm like, man. So if he had like a baseball field that he could throw that at, that would be awesome.
It would be, yeah, like what we do, so you can kind of tell like your distances by putting something at the 15-yard, 35-yard, and 60-yard mark or something like that. Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah, but just curious on how far they'll go when you throw them and not launch
Right.
them from a rubber band. Because
because like the rubber band launch almost is like that's cool. That's a man. I don't think any interceptor would have that and just have a leg up on what they're going after. The kinetic energy that you would form by launching it off the rubber band would take anything out that it hit. That's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, any of his planes would take something out.
I would think of making something like a
so thick.
semi-miniature javelin and then taping it up and then putting a rubber band launch on it. Whew. Damn, look out.
I've always thought about getting one of those like football launchers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I wonder if that would work.
You could rig it up to where you have a little slot to where you could just slide the fuselage in and just... that would be bad.
Tennis ball launcher like that could work too. Or for smaller planes.
I just feel like that would be... Like, you'd have to find a way to get the tube to not tear the plane up.
Well, it's kind of like the rubber band launch. If you had something inside the tube, like you would have the plane rest in a cylinder itself, right? Like a carriage cylinder, and it'd be smaller than the tube. That's what I'm saying. The plane would have to be kind of small. But like for anything that does this, you have the plane sit inside a cylinder, and it's attached into that like has a hook, whatever you call it, a rubber band launch kind of thing. It's got a little hook mechanism back there. And then you attach it onto there, so when it hits it, it stays attached. But as soon as the cylinder loses the velocity, the plane lets go. I know. In talking about it, it sounds kind of.
I just wanted to launch like right off the bat.
Well, like you've seen the electric plane launcher, right? Like the one that I've got. Those can do that. That's like the football thing, on a smaller scale. They have those though. That's a little different. I mean, because it really expects your plane to be like super small. Like for instance, I tried a javelin on it. No, javelin doesn't work because javelin's nose is too thick. So if you have anything thicker, it just won't work. But if you got a standard plane, kind of thin, it grabs it pretty good. It launches pretty well. You see if I can. Yep. Sorry, forgive me. I'm a little bit ill. I'm illin'. You or I, we will be illin'. This.
Yeah.
This.
What?
Here it is.
What? What you trying to say?
All right, being a stupid head. You can post it up. There's the link, but that's what I was talking about. I have one of those. Y'all go to the link. You can tell what we're talking about. Again, it works pretty good as long as your airplane's not too thick.
You should have put that in the regular chat, not the other chat.
Oh well, I can do that. Here you go.
Electric plane. Oh yeah, see that's exactly what I want.
Yeah, it works great.
How much is that?
It works really good. If it's not too thick.
Yeah, that's like perfect. Perfect.
Perfect. Oh, right. The deuces. I'm Toots, the talking cat. Brilliant. You're gonna fix this. Just an old-fashioned drug song. No, this works. This works.
Oh, I gotta turn the volume on. Come on now.
What did you do?
Ain't nobody got time for this.
This guy.
Perfect.
Oh, good God. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, it did like okay, yeah, that.
Perfect.
Oh, that's just funny. I'm gonna use that one. I'm gonna get that one.
So did it get up in there? Did it get up in there? Wait, here you go. There it is. All right. Yeah.
What you talking about, Willis?
The plane.
Why does this thing keep coming over? Stay out of the way.
This launcher works pretty good. Again, I want to illustrate though, like, Robert, you wouldn't work for yours at all because you don't have a fuselage. unless you launch it from the wing. And I still think that thing would force it down because it's kind of like, you see the design on it. It's got a platform, and well, if you throw it that way, it just ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I posted a link in
Okay.
the chat so you guys can check that out.
It's not the same. It's not the same as if you're expecting like the power up, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to, find a way to get one of them. Without having to order it.
You could just
See
order
if I
it.
can acquire one of them things.
You could just order it.
Who wants to spend $40?
They're cheaper than that. I only got mine for like 15.
Oh, well, who wants to spend 15?
Everybody expects me to do that, so that's why I did it. But if it's
So,
paper airplane,
in
I've got
other
it.
news, we could talk about weather.
I have no idea. There's nothing going on. So, back to the tails.
It looks like he's gonna be getting some snow up his way.
It started snowing.
It's already started snowing.
It started snowing. It was sleeting earlier, and
I figured so. I told you it was coming. I saw the news. I saw it this morning. I was like, "Uh-oh, yep, he ain't gonna be flying. Not today. Not
just
tomorrow.
messed up, man.
Not tomorrow. Probably not this weekend.
I could probably fly tomorrow. Wait, no, I probably can't.
No, not tomorrow. It's still gonna be wet.
Robert, those plastic planes you're talking about, plastic paper or waterproof paper sounds real good right about now.
You know what you need to do? It's about time for another javelin video.
Oh yeah, is it now? Well, again, once I get that hurricane video,
Because it's not the same. You're guaranteed to get snow. I'm not guaranteed to ever get a hurricane.
no, but it's probably better than 60% proposition.
I mean, they come, but I mean,
You get a big blow. You don't have to be in the middle of the hurricane. You just have a big blow. A tropical depression would be fine.
well, true, and I would probably be out there in that. But, or at least attempting to record out there in that.
Yeah, it's always.
The problem is I run the risk of actually being arrested. Because they put out curfews and stuff.
That's messed up, man.
And they force people to, even if it's during the day, they say, okay, no, unless it's a emergency, you're required to stay home.
That's messed up.
Because they don't.
But then again, once you get your land, you won't have to worry about that.
Correct. Yeah, that's the whole reason behind it. And I'll be inland, so it won't be as bad. But when the last one came across, well, I can't say the last one because that one skirted up the coast and it didn't even do hardly anything. And it did more damage in South Carolina than it did here.
Oh, imagine that.
And if I feel bad because it destroyed the Bahamas.
Well, the Paris Island base might have took a beating.
Yeah, I did see some pictures from that. I did see some pictures from that.
Did you get your planes moved out for that?
Yeah. We put them under the little, awnings. The lightning shelters.
I sometimes think that those awnings probably are made to just depart from the ground when a big blow happens, so that there's really no point to. They can take them down, so they can get blown up because every base down south has those nowadays.
Yep. And they're just lightning shelters is all they are.
Well, sun shelters too for the heat. I mean,
true.
That's a lot of it because a lot of the people, my dad was stationed at Nellis in Las Vegas, and he never had those. And damn, where the hell were those when I was growing up? So
yep.
Bergstrom's closed, but anything down south, I think only Barksdale. You was over there, Bossier City. I don't think they don't have anything like that because it's hard to make a freaking thing that holds a B-52.
Yeah, but these were strictly just shelters for us to go under when it was lighting. Well, I mean, granted, it did help from the heat during the day, but most of the time we were only under them either in the evening or when it was lightning within 5 miles, we were required to get under them. They've had too many people get struck by lightning out there.
I don't doubt it. I mean, that's. I mean, it's not okay. It's not Florida, but it is. There's a lot of lightning strikes down there too.
Yeah, I mean, you got metal weapons in our hands. We're just a big lightning rod. Anyways, back to tails.
Back to tail, yeah, and waterproof paper, because I was just looking that up.
Yeah,
waterproof paper is a little bit different, because waterproof paper is apparently there's something called puffin paper out there. It's tear resistant, abrasion resistant, puncture resistant. I mean, this is kind of cool. It's probably more like a grease paper that you can write stuff, erase stuff off of and everything. So it probably isn't.
What?
It's probably not like true paper.
What is it called?
Puffin paper, like the bird, the puffin. If you just type in waterproof paper, it's the first thing that comes up. And yeah, waterproof notebooks. So I mean, it definitely. What? Oh, you Googled. I binged. If you bing it, it comes up. Shit. He Googled. He didn't get it. I binged it. So I got it. He didn't. It's okay, though, because we all see what we see. But anyway, apparently there is, because just like what Robert was talking about, you can wax them, and apparently wax is a good way to do it. But he's talking about straight up paper, so.
I don't know. Dude, I don't see this stuff.
I mean, obviously you could do stuff like laminate it, but that's cheating. It's not really paper anymore.
There you go. Puffin paper. Oh.
There it is. Oh my God, it's a site, waterproofpaper.com. Oh my God.
Puffin paper.
So anyway, yeah, apparently there is something I don't exactly know.
Waterproof paper.
I don't exactly know what it is.
Waterproof paper. It works anywhere that you do.
Man, you got a storage clip.
Use it to print waterproof signs, forms, maps, instructions, production labels, and more.
Oh, it has copy paper in green and tan colors. Ooh. So we could go camouflage. Actually, it really is just green and tan.
At temperatures between 94 degrees Fahrenheit and 360 degrees Fahrenheit.
Like,
it says negative 94. Yeah, I'm not planning on ever being that cold.
Well, I don't think pens work at that temperature, so it's quite all right. And since I don't plan on doing my writing in an oven, I think the 350 degrees is...
Or your pen will stop working before this paper quits on you.
Well, I mean, 300 degrees, dude.
356 degrees.
Like, so if I'm in the oven with my fish sticks, I can write still. That's a good thing. That's good to know.
You can still write while you're baking some fish sticks.
That's good to know.
Don't take chances with your important documents getting ruined by rain, sweat, abrasion, or spills. Instead, use puffin paper whenever you need durable documents.
And apparently, there's two bonds of it. They got 8 mil and 10 mil. So, I mean,
light duty, lower cost, folds easy, single side printing.
Did you say lower carb? Oh, lower cost.
10 mil standard duty, 25% thicker, more durable, two-sided printing, best for printing presses. So
I guess there's your
this
answer.
light duty one might be the thing that we need.
If it's foldable.
It says foldable. Folds easy right there.
I know, but yeah, no, you're right. You're right. If it folds easily, I guess.
So how much is this stuff? 25 sheets, $17.99. 50 sheets, $29.99.
Man, could you imagine having
2,000 sheets, $879.99.
Could you imagine having the military budget to paper Robert over there has? Because, like, he gets these tapes and tapes them all up. and you you gotta the pinch and squeeze the government to get the money, the funds to build the planes that you
Dude,
want.
they ain't paying for this kind of stuff.
25 sheets, man, that might be doable.
I know. I'm thinking about this 100 sheets for $50.
It would still make it easily the most expensive planes we have, man. And this goes back to our question from back in the day when we asked about all
But
the
what would I
technology
build
stuff.
out of it?
Yeah, you have to make. You wouldn't want to waste a shitty plane on it, and you definitely wouldn't want to lose this plane in combat. Which again, that's what I was saying. Is like you going back to what we were saying before. You really want to make sure that you're thinking about these because if they go to combat, are you willing to lose a plane that costs $2 a sheet?
Yeah, I know.
Just consider it. Or worse, you're just going out there training, doing some testing sorties, and a tree eats it. Now, I mean, it's waterproof, so basically you could wait for it to come down,
But it might be gone.
It might be gone. So
Somebody gonna
you gotta
pick it
wait.
up.
You gotta weigh these things.
Oh man.
Although, like Mark, you had just said though, if you were in a baseball field,
you wouldn't likely lose it
you wouldn't like. Yeah, right. You wouldn't like
if you could keep track of it. Yeah.
And if it spent the night on the roof, for example, it probably would survive because it's waterproof.
It should, yeah. Even the humidity. See, that's what I want to find out. Even in the humidity down here, would it survive?
I would think so. I think this would. This seems to be the kind of stuff that would survive just simple humidity.
I will survive.
I would like to see it. I mean, they don't really show you one. Like, what does it feel like? What does it look like?
You know what?
It's called puffin paper. It's a waterproof paper. How did you get all this Paper Mario stuff? Huffing and puffing. Oh, good God. Yeah, because Robert was asking us about like waterproof paper. So we were like looking it up, and it's like waterproof paper. Here we come. It's puffin paper. I don't know.
Puff though, it sounds puffy.
It's just named after the bird.
Okay.
You can write on it in any weather or climate. See, writing is one thing. Can you fly with it?
That's one time you can fold it.
It does say easily folded.
Here you go. How to make waterproof paper.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. It's like you can wax them.
That looks like what this one's. Yeah, it says place paper in
8
water.
mil. Light duty, lower cost,
Place
folds easily.
paper in water.
Not maybe not 10 mil, but the 8 mil.
The oil sample.
Ooh, that's a good question. Wouldn't it be really cool if they could just print this paper out in our printers? Like, I'm just ordering a test sheet. You just print this out in my paper, on my printer. No, you can't. Where would it be?
It's like there's a lady that got mad because the company that she sent fax you didn't let her know that they didn't get her fax.
Look at that, tear-proof.
You don't know that you didn't get someone's fax if you didn't know that they were going to send you a fax.
Well, tear-proof is a little different. Tear-proof, I mean, it's a lot of paper that's tear-proof. Whatever the hell that the U.S. Postal Service used to wrap our envelopes with is tear-proof. That's cool.
That is not even...
People, are the people seeing this? Are the people seeing this?
No, they're not.
Oh,
they're not. But that's...
Well, you need to be showing this.
Okay.
I think
go back this part of the video up.
I don't think so.
Pull this over here.
I think that would definitely withstand humidity. They got something called write in the rain paper.
Go here.
Which means you can write in the rain. I don't care about writing.
We're gonna go. Oh, yeah, I gotta get this out of the way.
Show the people.
I'm working on it. Hang on.
Contact paper? That's waterproof.
Well, see, again, it's kind of like
wallpaper.
It's kind of like what are we talking about when we're talking about waterproof levels? I mean, true paper that you can fold easily. I mean, because laminate paper is still paper; it's just laminated, but you ain't gonna fold it that well, and that's kind of cheating because it's laminated.
All right, so let's go ahead and transition over to this video.
I mean, not that you're not doing the same thing if you're adding wax to it.
Correct. Now watch this.
But this right, look at this, people. Look at this. He's holding and rubbing this paper underwater.
And the ink's not smearing. You could tell that the paper's not absorbing the water.
Well, kind of, but I think it's because the water's on it. I think this is the kind of paper that has like linen laced through it, like dollar bills, like the stuff that again the U.S. Postal Service puts on their first class envelopes, because you can't rip that stuff either.
Right.
There's fiber. It's fibrous through there. It's really thick.
Yeah, it looked glossy on the outside of that one.
Yes.
That one looked glossy.
That did look glossy. And I can't see anything.
It is expensive, but you know.
It's whatever you could do, and I mean, you know, you're willing to build it, so then you know it's like okay.
I might have to order some of those just to test it out.
I'm trying to see like she had said like, is anybody got a free sample? Can you order a free sample?
Well, let me look.
Just a free sample would be cool.
Just to see if it would work.
Let me look here. I don't think they do free samples because they know what they got.
Oh, I could get it in 2 to 3 days. Oh, it's going to take you 4 to 5 days because you're out there on the West Coast. Dude, it's some days in Alaska take a week. Some places.
Can I just... Yeah, I don't know if you can get a free...
We might just have to ask them. We might have to ask them. It's like, hey, can you...
Oh, that's just this. 11 by 17. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Excuse me, guys. Yeah. As I said before, I'm dealing with SIDS over here, so I'll be all right.
We might have to clip that and turn that into a soundbite.
Oh, God.
Oh, that would be hilarious. We might have to clip that. I'm probably going to.
I'm holding back, too, because I got to. I mean, if I was all out, you'd be deaf.
Yep. I don't see where it says you can ask for a sample. Like, send me a sample. See comparison chart here.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so
there's no simple way to actually contact. Oh wait.
So here's a.
Oh, there's an email right there. There we go.
What? Where?
Customer, like go down to tracking. Because every place that says email sends you down to. Where the hell are you at? No, not on that screen.
What are you talking about?
Go back a screen. Well, I'm looking at my screen, not your screen.
You somewhere here?
Yeah, go back down. Go back. Go. Wait. No, hold up. Go to the bottom. About us. Do the about us. And then go down to tracking. Where is it at? Package tracking.
Oh, I see it. Right there.
See, right there. There it is. If you did not receive a tracking number, please let us know. Because that paragraph, like, there's another couple of paragraphs on this page that say, like, just send it to our email, and it goes to that particular email. So that must be the way to get a hold of them right there.
This one right here?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That could be our way.
Yeah. Just like, send me a $2 sheet. Like,
it'd be funny if we asked for a free sample and they sent us like a 2-inch by 2-inch sheet. They're like, oh, well, here's your free sample. Like, you bastards. What am I going to do with this?
Can I get one sheet sent to me as a sample? That's what I would ask. One 8.5 by 11 sheet as a sample. Hey, we could even contact them and say we'll do a review.
Yeah, we will do a review. Let's do this.
We'll do an honest review of the product. Live on YouTube.
I know people go for that sort of thing.
We could dip it in a bucket of water. Like, here you go. Here's
Well,
the test.
they're not the same people that you saw that we show in that video, right?
No, that's the thing. That was just somebody else doing a review on it. But I don't know if that was paid. I think somebody just did it.
Whose paper was it?
Who knows?
Was it Puffin
there's
paper?
multiple brands, so it could have been anybody. But we could plug the website and the brand and everything. Like, look, like, this stuff is legit. You need to go get it.
See, Robert, you got it started now, so now we're going to have to do something about this.
Yep. See, I'm gonna contact them.
I'm contacting him right now. I'm doing it in the background as we speak.
I wouldn't do it. And tell them.
I'm saying, like, hey, people, give me a sheet and let's see what you all about. Yeah, because here we go.
Yeah, tell them we're gonna do a review.
What was it? Customers at geoshop.com.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. I got it right here. Yeah, customers at geoshops.com. Contact them. Let's see what they say. It's worth a shot.
Sorry you're listening to me type, people, but we're listening to me type because I'm finding out about this waterproof paper.
This is not where we were intended to go with the show, but... one thing that we did talk about before we came on air was we're going to start
wrestling.
doing like a series of something.
Of something, yeah. I mean, we really kind of like, okay, we narrowed it down somewhat, but I was like, we were thinking about like breaking down simple, like we've talked about the roles, we've talked about IVPAC specific stuff, but we're also like, we're here for the paper airplane public, so anything in general, like breaking down the actual pieces of the plane, like how you would need to. That's why I started with tails here today. But like we could literally spend some time on just the noses, how different ways you could do them, and so on and so forth, and like different ways to do the fuselage, different way to do the wings, anhedrals, bihedrals, dihedrals, what have you. So just a little series like putting the plane together. And we'll do it piece by piece. We're not talking spending a whole hour-long show, maybe. It would just be like a 5-minute blurb, but like, if people have an interest, maybe it'll branch out. Maybe we could spend the whole show on it, assuming we keep the show down to about 45 minutes. I mean, I don't know if spending 3 hours on a nose is really good.
That's basically where we're at right now.
Right. Well, yeah, 3 hours talking about noses. I mean, it could be done, but wow.
I mean,
only we could pull it off.
We could spend 3 hours talking about tails.
It's true, we could. We've done it before, I think, but
Yeah.
just different kind of tails.
You got thin ones, you got thick ones. You got round ones, you got flat ones.
Aha!
It's contagious.
Was that me or was that you?
That was me, and I had to hold that in.
You caught it through the damn camera. You caught it through the show. It's like a yawn.
Oh man, I held that one in too.
I'm leaking through the nose.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, be glad you don't have this unless I'm here getting this out to you so you catch it too.
You're such a jerk. It's contagious.
And if it comes to the camera and infects you, oh man. Any of you guys out there, if you get sick after this, you let me know. Just put it down in the comments. I want to know if you get sick because I was sick. Like, damn it, I got sick watching your show, you bastard.
Yeah, I'm already there. I already done caught it. What the what?
All right, it's sent.
Oh, there we go. Now
It's
we
sent
got to know.
from IVPAC, so they know too. It's like, oh, you guys are on paper airplanes. This could be cool. Now I need to send one to the little micro camera people and see, like, hey, could we have a free sample of one of those cameras?
Yeah, just a little one. We gonna put it on some paper airplanes. Are they Wi-Fi? Are they Bluetooth? Or
let's see, where
What
Pogo
is it?
Cam? Pogo Cam.
is that what it's called?
Oh, there it is. Oh my God, you got to be scared. We notice you have an ad blocker. Go to hell.
Pogo cam.
It's not Pogo Cam though. Here, wait. People, I'm gonna send you a link because this is the one they saw.
Why are you
I'm
putting
sending
it
to Mark.
there?
I'm gonna put it on the show. Chill out, because here I go.
Because it's such a pain in the butt to get to when I do it that way.
All right, there. It's in the chat. This was the news blurb I had seen.
Where is it at in the chat?
I just put it up there. Didn't you get it?
No, not the Skype chat. The YouTube
That's
chat.
what I'm saying. The chat. Yeah, I just put it in there.
It's not in the...
Give it a minute. Why does it take so long? There it is.
No, it's not.
Well, I see it. How come I'm the only one to see it? You people see this?
You're killing me.
That was a test. Sorry. My bad. Did that come through? Did you see that?
I see that.
For real? Do it again. I can't do it.
Which one are you trying to do it from? You're trying to do it from that account?
Yeah. From DPS LTD.
Well, you need to change accounts.
I should be in there, isn't it? You just said
You
saw
might
it.
not be able to post.
See this.
Did it get blocked? That's the question.
Oh, why would it get blocked? I'm not a spammer. It's my own fucking channel. Oh, God.
Well, I don't see that it actually said it blocked it because I'm logged in as IVPAC, so it doesn't show that it was blocked.
Well, that's kind of... Oh, this is gay. All right, fine. I'm going to put it in there. Y'all better be ready. I think. Here I go. All the way, babe.
Yeah, it's what? Yeah.
I don't understand it because you should have just done it.
No.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You blocked it out. What kind of dibbly doobs is that?
All right, and then I'll just pull it up from here.
All right, here. No, it's coming. It's coming. I got it. Oh, there it is. But there it is. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, see, I just pulled it up from... Oh, my goodness.
Oh, there, it went out of chat. You see it now? It's on chat, yeah?
That's weird. Yeah, you had to change accounts.
Yeah.
See, it blocked it. That is a tiny, tiny camera.
Tell me about it.
OmniVision.
This is our way in right here, people. This is it. That will definitely fit on board our planes with no problem. Of course, it probably costs a cool 20 grand, but still. Actually, I'm probably shortchanging it.
Sets Guinness World Record for smallest camera sensor.
It is commercially available, which means we can buy it.
Smallest
of course, we're probably going to have to,
sensor here.
We're probably going to have to sell our souls to get one.
What's the cost on this?
I don't know, because it never sends you. It tells you about it, but it doesn't send you like where to buy. You just look up OmniVision, see if you can find. Here we go again, people. We're going to look at waterproof paper, and we're going to look up the world's smallest camera. How to buy all these pieces just for paper airplanes. I want to take you guys on a ride on a Javelin one time with one of these and see if I can make y'all just go nuts. Because
OmniVision
6948, there it is. No, just do OV 6948 right there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm at. That's what I'm on.
No, just type in OmniVision OV 6948. Yeah, well, you lucky. I haven't been sick since last year, but I got this because somebody's messing me up.
It wasn't me.
There it is.
Okay. Where's the cost? Add to cart. Where you at? Where's the button?
Add to cart. That'd be nice.
Contact sales. That's where it's at. Contact sales.
Well, dude, even if it was double that size, it would still work on a plane. Because that's really, really, really small. I mean, double that size would still fit on a plane. You're going to have to contact sales.
I ain't contacting sales. They're going to try to
come
sell
on,
me.
man!
They're going to try to sell me everything under the sun.
Yeah, but all they got is like cameras and stuff. What's wrong with that?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right, whatever. You know you're interested. Look at how small that camera is. That's cool. Could you imagine flying on a damn Firecat through flight. That'd be so cool.
Man.
Instead of filming Firecat from the ground, we could be filming Firecat from the cockpit. All the videos that we have posted, instead of watching, from the ground, we could watch from the cockpit of the planes. That'd be so cool.
Wow, man.
But see, here's the thing. They already have cameras that are the size of, they fit in pens. Because they have those quote-unquote spy pens, they call them, that anybody can buy. They're not even expensive.
Why don't we just take one of those apart?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cameras that small will go on the planes with no problem. Okay, maybe a little problem. You're still going to have some connectivity. But this thing would go on any plane easily. I don't exactly know how it would connect, but it would go. I mean, that picture at that link that we sent out, that just shows literally the camera itself. I have no idea how we'd have to hook it up to make it functional, so we could see it. And is it FPV? Is it land and record? You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm assuming you could FPV it because that's what they're going to do with it.
Yep. That seems to be the case.
But again, like you just mentioned, I mean, if we were to get cameras, apparently we're talking about cameras now, but this is a big thing because I've always wanted to do this. Like, if we could pull apart the spy pen and put the camera on board, or there's little cameras, and I've talked about this in shows before, how they have cameras that you put on the side of glasses that you can put on hobby railroad trains that fit on the size of HO. They're not that big. I just showed you guys this. I do this. A train car this size. It's that's not big. Hell, that's javelin size. So it can fit.
Insane.
I don't know how heavy that is and how blocky it would be. I mean, you could put it on a transport with no problem.
Yeah, you see that. I mean, that's half the size of your side of your glasses.
Right. So again, but you wouldn't want to fit it on one of your standard birds, but a transport or something would work just fine.
And you could put it underneath. Or on the top. Yeah, that would be crazy.
That's just a fitting that goes on the side of your glasses, though. PogoCam makes other ones that are different than that.
Yeah.
Here we are advertising for these other people.
See, that one's tiny. Oh, that's the bracket. Never mind. I thought that was the actual camera. I was like, that one's tiny. No, that's just the bracket. This slides on the camera. Oh, okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Smaller than a tube of lip balm. Okay, that's pretty small.
Yeah, but the weight. That's the problem with that.
I know.
See,
with paper.
Smaller than 3/4.
Smaller than that.
It's 2.5/4.
And I mean, I don't know if I would trust, even Diamant here. Yeah, you couldn't carry around lip balm on a Diamant. Well, you might be able to. But I don't know if you guys, Robert, your planes being taped probably be we're looking at something a lot better because those things are sturdy. They'd be able to handle this a lot better.
Hidden cam. Yeah, see.
Yeah, all those. I've so thought about getting one of those. Look at that one that's in that USB charger. Did you see that?
That was too big.
Look at that one in that spy charger. Yeah, right there, dude.
Look how tiny that thing is.
Can you imagine the work we'd have to do to take that thing apart and put it? Again, you people aren't seeing this, are you?
Nope.
But talking spy cam. So you want to go out there and spy on people? We're just talking about putting them in the planes.
Yeah, but that's what you got to look up. You got to look up spy cameras to see how small you can get them. Here's the pin one.
Yeah, which you can get them really small. I mean, and the thing is, a pen. If it really was a pen, if it was on that's the problem with it right there. See, its lens is out through the clip. If it was on the end of the pen, we could probably carry it on a plane without a problem because pens are usually pen and paper or pen and pencils are usually carried.
Yeah.
But who wants to be looking up? I guess you could look up or look down. I mean, it's tempting.
Yep. But see, they're designed to when you hold it.
Well, if it's pressure that makes them activate, we could probably provide that pressure while on board the aircraft to activate.
No, it looks like you just push the button because they want it designed to where when you're writing, you can write while taking notes. But then again, it might be motion or...
Well, it does say, you see right there in the second thumbs up, it does say one pressing on top button would let the camera boot up and start video taking, which sounds like jilted English, but if that's what happens.
Oh,
Yeah, so, I mean, if we're talking 6 inches, it's a 6-inch pin, so it's like that.
6-inch pin. That's insane.
And again,
Here
like,
we go. What's this one? This is a little square one.
yeah, these are the ones I keep looking these up and thinking, like, these might work.
Yeah, these are... Yeah. That's not terrible. Ooh, here's an even smaller one. Oh, yeah, you need one for that guy.
You're not seeing what we're seeing, but this is definitely a robber. It's got motion detection. If we launched the plane with it on board, it would just be starting to record.
Yeah, see, that's 1 inch by 1 inch by 3/4 of an inch. That's...
It's still pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, putting a Javelin on here, I mean, that's about as big as the front end of the Javelin.
Yeah, you would want it smaller than that. Ideally, you would want it the size of the camera inside the pen.
Or as small as that one on the thumb. But let's face it, that's probably going to be, like, we have to contact sales, and I don't know if that's going to work. I suppose I could try to...
Looks so big. But yet, they have them hidden.
Well, because they're small in the... They're small in the real world. They're not small enough considering we have to put them on what we're thinking of.
Look at this one.
That's tiny.
That is tiny.
And Bluetooth? Wi-Fi.
That's what you're looking for, yeah. Wi-Fi.
That's
Apple
not
and
bad.
Android, 24-hour loop recording, 150-degree wide angle, motion detection. There you go.
Dude, is that whole thing it though? Because look, it's like a 2.5 inch. It says there's a 2.5 inch casing.
But well, I guess not. I guess you wouldn't be able to take off. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yep. That stinks.
It really needs to be like super tiny. And they're making it look out to be tiny, but it's not as tiny as you think.
Yeah, it's long and skinny.
I mean, cameras that are on board, like
That's
phone.
Cool. You put it on the coat rack.
Cameras that are on board phones obviously are not, big, but
You got it on the coat rack. Oh, that's nice.
God, that's not what that looked like.
Oh, got
Yep,
it.
that boy.
Look at that
That's
guy.
another one of those guys that needs to be monitored right there.
You got him. Got the back of his head, but you got him.
You'll have to forgive me for getting too warm for this.
And like by the time he got up to the bedroom, I mean, you got problems.
Okay, I'm better now.
You got problems by the time he got up to the bedroom. Like you just now seen him. Like that's a problem. You might want to fix that problem.
So we're gonna have to contact sales and see if we can get one of these.
Yeah, you might want to do it.
I
I don't want them emailing me.
Andy Vision here. Yeah, we build paper airplanes. We were wondering if we could borrow one of your $65,000 cameras to put on our paper airplanes.
We'll do a good review for you.
We'll do a great review. See, I don't know I mean, we probably have to start big. But as long as you built a bigger plane, or like Robert's case, he's got thick enough birds that something like that, it wouldn't harm too much, you know? You could do that. He's even got, like, it has a shape. So, you know, like, he's got rounded fuselage and stuff. If he had something like a transparent bubble to cover up the camera, you could put it in the plane and just look out, you know. It wouldn't be that big of a weight issue, I don't think.
Right.
There's just many options, just ways to try to get on board here. I'm going to contact OmniVision, see if they'll send me one of their cameras. Yeah. You know you want to. See, it can't be that expensive. Their revenue is only $507 million. Oh, that's from 2009. They might have changed a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, no, my bad. It's 1.379 billion. Okay, so a little bit more. But surely they would want to, you know, like, support us in our endeavors. You know, to have us backing them up would be really good for them. Ah. But anyway, Tails.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, Javelin does get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's saying he just watched the Javelin flights.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they get out there, so which is something
Yeah,
that
it's like, yeah, like I always said, when you're dealing with your interceptors, you want your interceptor to be it's pretty far. You want it to go far.
you want it to be the second furthest plane.
I mean, ideally,
Ish.
you want your strikers to be the longest range so they can do their jobs. But I mean, if you're being attacked, you want your interceptor to be super straight and super far so that it can stop people before they get to attack
as
you.
they launch theirs, you launch your intercepted, and then in theory, as they're just leaving their attack range, maybe, you know, fighter range, as it's starting to get there, your interceptors are firing shots and taking them down.
Picking them off, yeah.
In
That's why it's so.
In theory.
That's why it's so important that they're long and straight.
And what you really want is you want to put pins at them and just throw them at the other person.
Hey, yeah, if you can wound the enemy, that's even greater because, of course, then if you do that, you know, you're
they're just gonna quit.
They're gonna stop.
Just
Like,
stab me in the eye with a pin.
You don't really want. Yeah, you don't want to really be going home and having to explain to your mom and dad. You're like, I've got 6 paper airplanes sticking out of me. What the hell happened? You're not allowed to play with those kids anymore.
They ain't kids. They grown men. They just ain't grown up. Cause I ain't growing up. I'm just growing old.
If you have your planes, if you have any one of yours that, like, I mean, Robert, we've seen some of yours fly, of course, and they fly pretty good, distances and stuff. It's just, so interception, that's a pretty good roll. Mark was saying, like, how far your yard was, how far those flights would be, like, if it wasn't stopped by a house, or what the distance of your yard is. And, I mean, that is kind of important. It's just also, like, we'd said this before. Remember, like, your yard is your yard. I mean, if you can cover your yard, that's all that matters. That's your airspace. So, I mean, if you have to, like, say your interceptor is good at one place, but you move, and all of a sudden you got a smaller yard, so now it goes way the hell over. I mean, that's good. But if you move from a place that has a half acre to 3 acres, your coverage ain't so good anymore, is it? So you may want to consider extending the range or building a new plane that, covers your area much better. So totally up to you. I mean, your enemy might not be able to strike you either from the edge of your territory. But if you're launching attacks, say from the forward line of troops, then you can be way out there, close to the street, and launching stuff there.
Yep. Yep.
I didn't know this was going to be like a camera thing, but
Yeah.
we really got into it with this one. So, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So we're at an hour. I'm just debating on whether or not we're going to call it.
I mean,
'Cause
we
we
could.
said we were gonna try to
if
keep
we're
a
trying
short
to cut
one.
this much shorter and be, you know, a good show. Being short, this would work. This would work.
So
I'm gonna do a touch of editing.
you know, your thoughts on what we're doing for next week.
Well, next week, we very well might be starting our series like you had mentioned earlier. We were talking featuring, you know, pieces of the aircraft, how you should do your folds and stuff like that, or what you're featuring, and we may go from stem to stern, so to speak. We may start it with the nose and work our way out, just to get basics down for people.
My thing is, I'll show you how not to fold a paper airplane.
And he can show you not how to fold one. So yeah,
Because this is not how you fold it. You don't, or you don't just throw them around and let them get all crunched. You don't let them get all Captain Crunched on you. Because it ain't working. But, anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate the visits. It's always fun to chat.
thank
And
you,
as
guys.
always, keep them flying.